Nearly every year since 1996 there's been at least one Formula 1 game released on the PlayStation. They've all had pretty much the same idea. It features that year's drivers, cars and tracks and gives you the chance to race alongside your F1 heroes. But back in 2002 they released something which was a little bit different. This is Formula 1 Arcade. It's a game that's based on the 2001 season, so you've got Max Verstappen's dad, Mick Schumacher's dad, Mick Schumacher's uncle, and Kimi Räikkönen's children's dad all on the grid. I expect it doesn't sound much different to the ordinary F1 2001 release so far, but Formula 1 Arcade is an F1 game where instead of DRS or KERS, you get speed boosts and autopilots. Oh, and don't forget the giant tyres. So what this is an F1 game where you collect different power-ups to try and get one over on your rivals. So let's quickly go over what each one does. Obviously the boost does what you expect, but you can reach some eye-watering speeds of more than 270 miles per hour. I call it the modern day Ferrari engine power-up. Autopilot sees the game take control of your car for a couple of corners. That means you can stay at full throttle while sticking to the perfect line. Sort of like Scalextric, but without the risk of the car flying halfway across the living room. There's also a shield for invincibility so you can pull off some Pasta Maldonado manoeuvres, a clock for a bit of extra time, and a spanner that repairs any damage you might have picked up. But it's the giant tyres that have stuck in my mind for all these years. What they do is give you extra grip, and I think they look awesome. Something for Pirelli to look at perhaps. Anyway, we've established that this is a little bit different to the standard F1 offering. Strangely though, it seems to have been largely forgotten about as an F1 game over the years, even if it's the weirdest one that's ever existed. Only F1 Race Stars is really in the same ballpark. So you're probably wondering, what else do you get with this game? To be honest, it's not very much. And I mean, really not very much. You get the option to do a 3-lap race on the 17 tracks from the 2001 season, with the chance to unlock 4-lap and 5-lap races. That's it. No career mode, no championship mode, you can't even change the difficulty. This literally is all you get. The only aim is to try and set high scores. That's not to say this isn't fun, because it is, but this really should have just been a game mode on the main F1 2001 game, and not its own separate title. I think someone had some pound signs in their eyes when they thought of this. As a result, there's really not much more to say. I love the idea because it was certainly different from what had been done previously, but it could have offered a lot more. But maybe we could get a contemporary update to this. I think we're all a little tired of the normal F1 games.